Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make Cajun alligator bites. We're going to bread them in flour, get them in some buttermilk, and then deep fry them for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then we're going to rig up some Remoulade sauce to dip them in afterwards. It's going to be incredible. My name is Rich, and this is RACZ Barbecue and Grill. Let's get cooking. Today we're going to be doing Cajun alligator bites. This is one of my favorite appetizers. I had this years ago for the first time down in Orlando, and I fell in love with it ever since. So of course I had to make my own, and we're going to start with a dry mixture, and then we'll have a buttermilk mixture that we'll be dipping it into. So for the dry mixture, we're going to start off with about 1.5 cups of flour, about 1 tablespoon of Old Bay, about 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and about 1/2 tablespoon of black pepper. Mix that up. Okay, so the dry mixture is done. We'll start with our wet mixture. 1 egg. Beat that egg up first. A teaspoon of kosher salt. 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. A teaspoon of hot sauce. And 1.5 cups of buttermilk. Whip that all together, get everything nice and mixed. And that's our wet. Now we want to season up the alligator. You know, I'm up in Northeast Ohio. I actually found alligator at my local grocery store, Giant Eagle. They're in some surrounding states, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, obviously. I think they're in Indiana and Maryland as well. So if you have a Giant Eagle in your area, check there first. If not, you can always check with your butcher. Some butchers will carry some imported type of meat from other states. If you're down south, you don't have this problem. You could probably find it anywhere. Hell, you could probably go in your backyard and catch one if you wanted to. So this is about 1 pound of alligator tail meat. It's already in kind of bite-sized chunks. I'm gonna cut some of these in half just so it goes a little bit longer way, so we have more to go around for everybody. And then once we get them cut down into a little bit more manageable pieces, we'll give a little seasoning on this as well. Pieces left fat like this, we're just gonna toss to the side. So that's good, you know, these are the size that we're looking for. Some of them are a little bit thinner, some of them a little bit thicker. So kind of the same thing we did with the flour. We're gonna hit it with some kosher salt, some more Old Bay, and a little bit of pepper. Just kind of toss that around. Make sure we get a nice coating around all these pieces. Now the alligator is all seasoned up, we're just going to throw all these into the buttermilk, and we're going to let this marinate in there. And while it's marinating, we'll start on our dipping sauce. Let's give that a good stir. Okay, so we're just going to throw the alligator into the refrigerator to keep it chilled. Clean up our work area a little bit here. Now we'll get started on the Remoulade sauce. Sauce is pretty easy. We're going to do 1.25 cups of mayonnaise, 2.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of parsley. I don't have any fresh, so I'm just using what I have here. About 2 teaspoons of prepared horseradish, 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon, so about 1/2 lemon, 1 teaspoon of Old Bay. I'll take about 1 teaspoon of pickle juice straight out of whatever dill jar you have, 1 teaspoon of hot sauce, grate a garlic clove, and just hit it with a dash of black pepper. And then we stir. Give it a quick taste. A little more hot sauce. Don't want it too over the top. I mean, you can, right? You know, Louisiana, they light their stuff up, I'm sure. Anybody watching down there, they're probably laughing at the lack of hot sauce I'm putting in it. But we like spice, just not over the top. As always, adjust things to the way that you like them. There we go. That's good. Okay, we'll set that to the side now. I'm using a deep fryer today. You can absolutely do this in a deep skillet on the stove or maybe a Dutch oven. Vegetable oil, canola oil. something similar to that. But again, I'm using the deep fryer today, so it makes it a little bit easier. Helps regulate the temperature a lot better. So pull the alligator back out of the refrigerator and we'll get to frying these. Okay, so alligator's been in the refrigerator for about a half hour. Go longer if you like, but it's generally good enough. Just enough time to absorb some of the seasoning and the buttermilk that's in there. So shake off the excess. Try to keep it wet in a dry hand. I always have a hard time with this, but so out of the wet, shake off the excess, into the dry. Coat it thoroughly. Just toss it onto a plate in preparation for the fryer. Okay, now with the alligator all coated, we are ready to get it into the deep fryer. I have my deep fryer preheated to 350 degrees. Basket down so it doesn't stick to the basket. And you just carefully want to lay the pieces in. Don't want to overcrowd the basket. Okay, we're going to do these in 2 batches. Again, didn't want to overcrowd what we have in the deep fryer, otherwise they'll start sticking together. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Once these ones are done, we'll pull them out and we'll start the second batch. Okay, these are done. This is what you're looking for, a nice golden brown color. If you want to check the temperature, 160 degrees is the minimum that you want these at. Just drain these out on the paper towel for a couple seconds, and then we'll get them plated up around our Remoulade sauce. All right, and that's it. We are done. Bite into one of these. The buttermilk, I tell you, whether you're doing alligator bites, chicken, any kind of batter, the buttermilk is the way to go. This stuff, the alligator's seasoned perfectly. The sauce is just awesome. Give this one a try, find it locally, order it online. So that's it, we're done guys. That is the Cajun style alligator bites in buttermilk, deep fried at 350. Hope you enjoyed the video, give it a like if you did. I'll put the recipe in the description below as always. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel for us. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.